The coronavirus pandemic caught the world by surprise. Nobody saw it coming, or did they? A lot of books or movies may touch on pandemics, but some of these peoples or shows seem to know a little too much. Today, I want to share with you 6 people or shows that either have very eerie coincidences with the pandemic or they may have seen it coming. Take a look. Dean Koontz is a famous author who writes suspense thrillers. It's this novel here, written in 1981, Eyes of Darkness, that has an eerie similarity to what's happening today. Take a look here. It says they call the stuff Wuhan 400 because it was developed at their rDNA labs outside the city of Wuhan, and it was the 400th viable strain of man made microorganism created at that research center. Wuhan 400 is a perfect weapon. Sylvia Brown was a psychic and also an author of several books. She passed a few years back, but it's her 2008 book called End of Days where she predicted what we are experiencing today. Take a look. Right here in the book, it says, in around 2020, a severe pneumonia-like illness will spread throughout the globe, attacking the lungs and the bronchial tubes and resisting all known treatments. Well, she's right about the lungs and bronchial tubes, but it looks like we're getting some treatment. So, almost more baffling than the illness itself will be the fact it will suddenly vanish as quickly as it arrived, attacking again 10 years later and then disappear completely. Sylvia Brown made a pretty accurate prediction, even to the year. And Dean Koontz had some very strange similarities in his book, since we've all heard about the controversies about the virus being a biological weapon from Wuhan, China. So these are the authors. Let's see what we can find on TV.
건 좀 더 조사를 해봐야겠지만 변종된 코로나 바이러스입니다. 코로나는 호흡기 질환을 일으키는 대표적인 바이러스고 2015년 메르스 사태 때 사망률이 20%가 넘었죠.
근데 20%는 무기로 쓰일 정도는 아니지 않나요?
아까도 말했다시피 이건 변종된 바이러스예요. 누군가 인위적으로 사망률을 90%에 육박하도록 올린 것으로 보입니다.
90%요?
이건 노출된 후 단 5분 내에 폐를 직접적으로 공격하도록 인위적으로 변종을 했어요.
What is it?
I saw a virus. I don't know. All I know is that it's highly infectious. It may be fatal. Right now, we could all be infected.
Maybe we should wear masks. It causes high fever and respiratory distress.
China. Isn't that where flu viruses come from?
Yeah, a lot of viruses come from there. Whatever it is, it originated in China.
How long is it going to take? This is your virus.
I'm sorry, but there's no cure for that. Chloroquine, that's an anti-malarial drug.
No. Listen, it suppresses the enzymes.
What happened? We started everyone on chloroquine, stopped the thing dead in its tracks.
I was actually surprised. Within 24 hours, the patient was completely symptom-free. Hydroxychloroquine.
I do want to ask you about hydroxychloroquine.
Every patient I prescribed it to has been very, very ill, and within 8 to 12 hours, they were basically symptom-free.
Now, the CDC would have figured it out eventually, but not in time. Not in time.
Wow, those guys must be psychics. They hit on it's a deadly virus, it causes high fever and respiratory distress, they're wearing masks,
How long is it going to take?
and
This
where
is
did
your
it come
virus.
from?
It comes from China.
Right. And the miracle cure was chloroquine. Pretty eerie, right? The Olympics is when the best athletes from countries all over the world come together. It's a time to celebrate athleticism, competition, and union of the continents. So I would think the opening ceremony would be a time for inspiring and uplifting entertainment. But check out this strange show.
National Health Service et de nos invités de...
And the staff of the United Kingdom National Health Service and our
It's nicely crammed. When you play at it by day...
J.K. Rowling, from Harry Potter, and the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Cruella.
So yeah, that was the 2012 Olympics opening ceremony. It was a pretty strange show, I think. There's some pretty strange coincidences and predictions in the books and the television. And then there's this guy.
There is no question that there will be a challenge to the coming administration in the arena of infectious diseases, but also there will be a surprise outbreak.
How did he know there'd be a surprise outbreak? He didn't say there was a high probability or it's very likely. He said there would be a surprise outbreak. Like someone who is planning an event. They'd say, hey, we're going to have a surprise party. So there you have it, 6 people or TV shows who seem to know something ahead of time about the coronavirus pandemic that we are experiencing today. Were they psychic? Is it a strange coincidence? Or were they in on a secret? You decide.